Welcome to what's kind of turning into silly Sundays. What are we talking about here? Oh, I gotta move this over a little bit. There we go. Talking about silly Sundays, shitty Sundays. We've been streaming a weird game every week, and this week we are going to touch an old school game that I played a lot more in the arcades than I did at home. Golly, are we playing Cruis'n USA? I need to fix the resolution on this because this can be better. I think that's better. All right, let's try this. We are actually playing the N64 version just out of convenience, and also, um, I think that maybe the N64 version will control better because sometimes when you, oh my god, that's so loud. Please hold. So a lot of times when you are playing like an arcade game, whoa, I can't believe I remember this song. Oh my god. So a lot of times when you're, oh, we have nothing open. When you're playing an arcade game and they had a steering wheel, and then when you go to an analog stick, then it tends to be like, it just reads your steering wheel all the way to the right and you're flying to the right. And I'm hoping the control scheme lends itself more to the N64 and they just didn't create the steering wheel to analog thing, because then we're going to be overturning like a mother. I'm going to go automatic. I don't have... I drive plenty of manuals in real life, in games. Alright, what do we want? Do we want... So the Devastator has a higher top speed, but lower acceleration. Yours is 2.8, 2.51, 2.98. I know that where we're going to run into issues is... God, I haven't played this game in so long, but like Chicago, I think, has the L above you, so you hit like the railings a lot. I want to say San Francisco is kind of a shithole. I'm gonna go with the La Bamba. I feel like that's my nickname in the streets anyway, La Bamba. So, all right, we're going across the globe. Let's do this together. Oh, it's trigger acceleration. Oh, this is so sensitive. Look at this. Oh my god. Oh no! You cannot touch another car because then you do a spin a Rooney. Except when they blast into you, then it's okay. Oh my god, the sensitivity is so wild in this. Why does that have the Golden Gate Bridge at the top? What is the game doing? Relax. Fix resolution a little bit. Why is it doing that? There's just like a golden... There's a bridge at the top of the game. Oh, wrong button. Are we going first person or are we going further out? Let's go further out. It's probably going to be easier. Wow, this song is ass. Checkpoint! This is like... This sounds like the default song that you was on like a ringtone on a cell phone circa like 2004. Okay, we're trying not to touch the analog stick a lot because we're just doing like the little jumpies back and... Oh shit, that guy's... My man, time the edible better. Take the edible when you're 10 minutes out from home, not like 30 or 40. Right, this is a very boring first course. Oh, also, you can't see what place... Oh, you can see what place I'm in. It just hides the ST. You can see that I'm in first. Oh, look, Nintendo. So I'm assuming that Nintendo bought the rights to... What the fuck is this crowd? This is so weirdly mid-90s. Like, what video game developers thought was, like, cool and, like... Alright, so we're going down the 101. So it's actually, like... I don't know what we're even doing there. It's supposed to be retro, but whatever. It's kind of cool that you're doing some of the highways. This was not something I understood when I was 12 years old when this game was in arcades. Okay. Where are we going next? San Francisco. Okay, we're spending a lot of time in one part of the country. Like, oh, this song's a little bit better.
Check it out, San Francisco.
Oh, shit. She said it. Let me, I love how, look at that. You never see a game, like, the music is higher than the actual gameplay, which you never get. Like, Cruis'n USA thought their soundtrack was popping. Okay, so we got this kind of little two-dimensional. It almost looks like the crowd in a wrestling video game, where it's like, just don't look behind them. Avert your eyes from the pixels. Oh my god, we just committed murder. But we got a race to win. It's like I'm playing Burnout 3 all over again. So this song is... Okay, that made it so much worse. Dude, the controlling, like, if I just hold left, I basically am doing like a 90-degree turn. So they definitely just didn't really do a great job of scaling it from a steering wheel to an analog stick and having that sensitivity kind of go over. Right, yeah, the song, oh my god, the dude's all over the road. The song was okay until they started doing the woos and ahs. They got some decent little fake piano. Look at the dudes like that look like they're at a... I'm trying to think with the jorts. Maybe they look like one of the... like the third guitarist in AC/DC? I don't know.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Yo, we're Hall of Fame bound. Also, we gotta go through this whole thing each time. Again, it makes sense with like arcade style. You know, we got the hot times in San Francisco. Alright, can we finally make it south? Can we get to Los Angeles? Okay, we're going down the US 101, so we'll be going right by LA. And having lived in LA for 7 years, God, the 101. I mean, every highway, it's like... Whoever was the metropolitan planner in Los Angeles just threw spaghetti on the wall and copied whatever it looked like. And that was like, okay, we have our highway grid. We have our highway system. It's like four highways, just four 4-lane highways just dump into one 3-lane highway. And it's like, gee, I wonder how we have traffic. Okay. I remember this being my favorite song on the soundtrack when I was a kid. It plays in like all like the... Like, this song sounds like if there was a lumberjack in wrestling, this would have been their theme song. Alright. Look at giving him a solo. Sounds like they're banging on a garbage can, like friggin' Doug Funny. Look at those flag physics. Papa Trump would be proud. Okay, so this game is like just basically just hold the R button and just avoid traffic. That's all this game is. I guess it's like, oh damn, look at our turning radius. We don't even have to stop. We could do hairpin turns at 143 miles per hour. Anyway, in the arcade, this whole dancing, spazzing celebration shit, it was like a chick in a bikini in the arcade. And I remember them having to tame it. I remember them having to tame it down for the N64. Oh, I can skip it by pressing the start button. Yo, fuck my hot times. Let's keep on rolling. Oh, we're really at Lumberjack City, Redwood Forest. Oh god, we're back to this. Oh, I can change it. Deadwood Ride. Look at that. Deadwood Ride. The Dead Man Ride. Undertaker can come out to this. What else you got? Turbulent Surf. For some reason, when I hear this song, I think Bird on a surfboard. Like Turby in Rocko's Modern Life. Alright, so... Jeez, I'm just getting pushed into, like, trees and... God, these big oaks are just... You've heard of Big Stokely. This is Big Oakley. Actually, no, it's a 90s New York Knicks. Try to drive to the basket, just get a fucking F5 right in the middle of Madison Square Garden. Okay, we're out of the Jungle Cruise. We are no longer Emily Blunt. Dude, can you get the like? Oh, I took his ass out. Burnout taught me things. Burnout 3 is basically like driving school. Alright. My God, is this game... I don't want to say bland. Also, at what finish line in a race are people standing in the middle of the road? Like when Brad Pitt's coming around the corner in F1, there's not a group of people that he just plows over.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we're crushing the Hall of Fame. Alright. Oh shit, we're in Beverly Hills? That's very random. Why? There are so many other... You could have done Santa Monica by the pier. You could have done... yeah, not all the rest of Los Angeles is kind of cool, actually. LA Live wasn't built yet. There should be like, you know how you have every simulator? The simulator should be like, California Commuter. You kind of just sit in traffic for 3 hours. And that's really it. But like, the fun of the game is like, you can talk shit to the people around you, or you can like, see someone with a bumper sticker that's like, the exact opposite of what you politically believe. So you could pull them out of their car and beat them. That would be great. Alright. We are, there's a very long tunnel. Oh my god, right before the finish line, could we just run this lady over? Yes. Oh my god, this, wow. Why? Cruis'n California.
The Hall of Fame.
Alright, where are we to now? I wonder how many races there are. We're 14 minutes in. LA Freeway! Speaking of California Commuter, the simulator. Oh boy, we got this totally tubular song again. Ooh! Ah! Guys, I am sorry if the gameplay is so spastic. I have to touch the stick so little. I have to touch just the tip in order to make normal turns. So I'm assuming this game is like, you have to get in first place, and if you don't, you have to redo the level. And it's basically the arcade style rules, right? Like if you got in first, you got to keep going. But they scaled the difficulty like a motherfucker. So once you got past like the second stage, it was like incredibly difficult to get first place. Because you can't just have someone there for an hour playing on a buck. You got to turn them over. Was it Wayne's World where the person has the arcade game that is not beatable? I think it's the guest in the basement in Wayne's World, from what I remember. He's like, yeah, you know, it's an unbeatable game. It's like, half of the games in the arcade were unbeatable. Did anybody ever get past the second level of Dragon's Lair? Did anybody ever beat Punch-Out in the arcade, top to bottom? Wow, this is... Also, it's a 4-gear car? We're doing a $143 in 4th gear. That means if I downshift, the car's going to do a fucking front flip. Oh, we're in the grass. It's okay, though. This game doesn't have a difficulty, so it's just like whatever you tell me it is. That woman who was motion captured to present you the trophy. We're gonna call her Stacy. I don't know why we're calling her Stacy, but we're calling her Stacy. Do you think that was the height of Stacy's life, career? Or do we think this got her going and then she was like handing trophies out at, you know, at the well-established places? Death Valley. Also, they kept the woman in the bikini swinging the flag. Like, that wasn't too much for Nintendo. They were like, okay, that's okay. But the end one, Nintendo was like, too busty. Which would be probably the only time that those people ever said those words. Alright, so how many levels are there? What did we count? There's like 10 of them? But we're not even like halfway across the country. We're barely getting into Arizona. Unless we're gonna like somehow fly through everything in the middle of the country. Like, I'm assuming we're gonna stop in Texas. Oh my, wow. My man, I'm sorry. That's why they call me the Widowmaker in this game. Oh my God. Dude, are you kidding me? This 2-lane road where people are doing 120 miles an hour and I'm still in first place. I can basically like face roll my keyboard and win this game, apparently. Meanwhile, like, the arcade revs up the difficulty by like 3. Like, if you get into one accident, you're in 6th place. And like, there is no... Going around some of these turns and hills, the draw distance is ass. They're just on you. Oh shit, I feel like I'm in the desert in Mario Kart 64 racing the train. That's gonna go down as like the worst race ever ran by someone ever, and we still came in first place. This freaking map layout is just blowing my mind right now. Alright, now where? We just got to Arizona! This game is definitely, like, replicating what it's like to drive across the country, but they're replicating the most mundane elements of it. Like, just how long it takes to get across this. Ooh, have we heard Roadkill Jam? I think we have, right? Roadkill Jam is second to Raspberry Jam on my level of jams. Although I do like a good Peach Jam. Peach Jam comes in third. You can never go wrong with Peach Jam. Peach anything. Underrated fruits. Peach is really high up there. Properly rated fruits. Pear. Pear's fine. If someone's got a pear, I'll eat it. But, like, ain't nobody, like... Not a lot of pears in the fruit bowls that I hang around, you know? Okay, we've made that same right to left turn under those stone arches so many times. That was that fuck you guys. That was the worst course. All right, we got through Arizona. We are through 2 states. Oh, and then we're cutting up through... Shit, I didn't even notice. Are we going right? And then are we cutting up through, like, Nebraska? Let's see, like, college football. There ain't shit in that state. The Grand Canyon! Here we go!
So this is the Grand Canyon.
Yes, it is, ma'am. Yes, it is. Right, let's see. Oh, we got tour bus. Oh, we got Cruis'n USA branded tour buses. Wow, we've made it. All right, so Grand Canyon. This is what the Grand Canyon looks like, huh? I thought the hole would be bigger. Okay. I just want to say that I'm just saying this in a vacuum. They charge people $60 for this game on N64. Oh, wait. Mount Rushmore is in North Dakota. How the fuck is Mount Rushmore by the Grand Canyon? Dogs, we were fucking kids up with geography. There's like an 8-year-old that thinks like the Grand Canyon, Mount Rushmore. What other, do we have anything else that's worth seeing in the country? And they're all like packed into one area? Like, look where the star is. Oh my god, we went...
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
This map is not drawn to scale. Where are we now? Iowa. For all you motherfuckers that like Field of Dreams, here we go. Dude, the choices. Cruis'n USA. You know what? Now we're gonna have to play Cruis'n Exotica, which just plays so much better and is so much more of like the... Once they had the engine built, then they could just actually work on everything else outside of it. Sorry, I was trying to listen to... Oh, wait. I remember what makes Iowa special. There's one little mechanic that I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And it involves needing windshield wipers. And I ain't talking about rain. Were there like developers and they like picked the areas and some guy was like, yeah, some like big cornbread, bread on corn, not like literal cornbread. It was like, yeah, let's go to Iowa. Everybody was like, okay. We don't really know what Iowa looks like, so we're just gonna make it cornfields and power lines and decent looking sky. The sky doesn't look too bad actually. Here's what happens when you've got all 64 bits to play with. You know, on our last 2 silly Sundays, whatever we're calling this, we actually ended up getting some pretty freaking dope games. We did Jackal for the NES, and then we did Monopoly for the NES. Well, on the 7th day, I played a shitty racing game. Okay, so we have really, really jumped ahead here.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
What do we think we have? Like four more races left? So again, it took us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races to get through California. Then we did the Grand Canyon. So we went through Arizona, then shot up. At New Mexico, we went north, and somehow got to the Dakotas, and saw Mount Rushmore, even though I am triple checking this because I need to make sure I am not making this up. Oh, it is South Dakota. So the geography makes sense. The trip did not make sense. Oh, Chicago, man! Wow, look at that plane. It's so... Look at those smokestacks. The graphics here are crazy. We're racing to the United Center to see CM Punk's entrance. I believe this is where the L lines are. L, it stands for elevated train if you've never lived in a city. And, I didn't realize that trip from Arizona to South Dakota was so short. I should do that more often. And so it begins. Although this is definitely different. I like this. This is far more metropolitan. Alright, so. Okay, we made it out. Oh, nope, here comes the elevated line. You know what the most fun about Cruis'n USA was? I remember now, because I definitely rented this from Blockbuster. Why, Mr. Policeman? You drove right into my lane, and I bet you... And the fucking wheels have come off the proverbial bus. Look at this! Look, is this how all people in Chicago drive? Like, people are flying into things. There was like 17 accidents just in that little stretch. That was not difficult at all. Hope we end in my stomping grounds in New York City.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame.
So we skipped Texas. It would have been fun to... I don't know if it would have been fun to go down the south. Ain't nothing in Florida. And like going up the East Coast, like we're going to go to Myrtle Beach. So I guess this route makes sense, I guess. Man, they're West Coast people. Obviously, like, well, who made this? Midway? Was this a Midway game? Indiana? Going to visit Coach Knight? What are we doing here? God, the music is, now I gotta play Cruis'n, not Cruis'n Exotic, I wanna play Cruis'n World next. Where are we going? We're going to Egypt. We're gonna go to... We're definitely gonna be driving through some parts of Europe, I assume. Maybe some London, Paris, Berlin, maybe. Okay. This looks exactly like Iowa. Also, Iowa did not come through. I thought there was going to be bird feces on my windshield. I remember that being a part of this game. Wow, this is one boring ass. Oh, I don't know if I finished my thought before. The fun part of this was if you were playing you could run the whole Grand Prix with 2 players, and all you needed to do was have one of them finish first. And as you can see, it's not like a point system like in the Grand Prix in Mario Kart where they're ranking you. So, like, you could advance, but there was never like really a winner. Like, you just kind of had to declare the winner of like the last race as like the winner of everything. So it was like the Olympics. You train all year, you train 4 years, and then you Appalachia. Safari Monster. No. Yeah, what happened to my... There's my Lumberjack entrance music. Oh, after that jump, you cannot turn for like a second. Oh my goodness. This really is the best song on the soundtrack. Thanks, my man. Can we protect the children? We got a cheese bus to the right. Yeah, it definitely takes your tires a second to like re-grip the pavement. What fucking invisible wall was that? And now because these races are like 1 minute and 40 seconds, now I gotta stress the fuck out trying to get to this dude. If I just hit the accelerator, I do some kind of fire thing. Guess that gets me another... No, it brings me down. Oh, you dick. You really had to hit me on that? I think I can catch you, though, because you definitely accelerate slower than I do. Hence the muscle car, baby, that looks like a PT Cruiser for some reason. Oh, look at that waterfall. That was beautiful. A tear came to my eye. I love that. Oh, I can skip her. I did not realize that the entire time. I made all y'all watch her god-awful celebratory dance like she was coming out of a giant cake. Alright. Oh, I was like, this ain't Central Park. You know, I spent a lifetime in Central Park, and there is none of these, I mean, they're not cherry blossoms, but pixelated, they sure look like them. I'm assuming this is the penultimate race. I'm assuming we'll go from here to New York and call it a day. Unless we end up in Boston somehow, but then... That'd be a sad, sad thought. Whoa! My super turning abilities did nothing there. Vietnam War Memorial. Alright. Although for some reason that was written on the overpass. So I guess there's just a little memorial up there. Why is there... Look at the money tunnel. What in the fuck is the... I get money! The White House. Where is it? I wonder if they finished the new ballroom yet. Also, you see the White House for like a second before you have a multi-person collision with the finishing line. Yo, the dude in like the jorts looks like fucking Alice Cooper's guitarist. Yo, we beat the record time. I just gotta see what the record time was here. Because this is not built, like, there was definitely just generalities. They gave everything a $1:45. I'm coming in 25 seconds ahead of Sergio, whoever the fuck that is, and GameCube, or whoever the next one is, and a double penetration. Oh. We never went to New York. Press start to join the victory celebration. This is the most anticlimactic finish to a game ever. I had no idea we were at the end. I know the line, but how am I going to believe the line? Why would we not go up to the... On top of the White House, we have secret agents, cows, and what looks like the house that held the non-normies in Yellowstone. With today's administration, you can tell me that's the White House roof, and I wouldn't be surprised. We did this whole shit, San Francisco to DC, in 22 minutes. That is crazy. Okay. A couple of... Oh, Midway was feeling themselves, right? Because... Do you remember when Mortal Kombat would get like their end credits and you would see everybody? And I think Doom did this too with Carmack and Romero, where they would like show their pictures. Vince Ponatelli, Matt Booty. Damn, I get Booty. Oh, and then nobody else gets any, like Catherine, starting girl, Catherine Carrison, trophy girl, a nuts a hurling. Sal DeVito was the Beefcake Boy. His IMDb says Beefcake Boy. Orpheus Hanley. Mr. E. How the fuck is people getting paid? Fat Tony Washington. This is like a 90s nightmare. Special thanks to Mr. Yamauchi, Mr. Arakawa, Howard Lincoln, Mr. Fuku, Ken Law, Brian Johnson. I recognize some of the Nintendo people. They charge people $60 for this game. I know you get like higher difficulties and then you get like faster cars, but like, I played this once. Unless I'm forcing myself to play it because I spent $60 on it. Wow, that was an adventure. Well, I guess thanks for hanging out with me for like 40 minutes. We actually had like 4 or 5 different people come in the stream. I'm always surprised when like weird games like this, there's like 4 viewers for Cruis'n USA. And I'm like, who on Twitch is watching Cruis'n USA every day? There must be somebody. Anyway, enjoy Shitty Sunday here on the stream. And I'll see you guys later when we continue our Chrono Trigger play every day. Take care of yourselves.